Bowler is confident on this one. Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yes, nice bowling.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Just threw the shot too early.
Solid defence, very compact.
Negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce.
Edge, amazing delivery. Big appeal. And out, straightforward catch by the wicket-keeper.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like it would be moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
The over ends with no change to the scoring. After some superb bowling, it looks tough to find ways of getting the ball away. Patel from the grandstand end. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Super shot.
Straight through the line of the ball, right out of the middle of the bat.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Nice bowling.
Smothered the spin, played it well.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
Nice.
Not much you can do when you bowl a slower ball like that.
4 runs added in the over. Australia are 78 for 3. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Yes, nice bowling.
That spun a long, long way, and yet somehow it missed completely everything.
Hold on.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
Right on. Yeah.
Finds the edge. A couple on offer here.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Right.
Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over. Australia are 80 for 3. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
The captain is going with the spinner.
Oh,
Got
nice.
right in behind it.
Good spot there, making it difficult to get away.
Massive edge.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep.
Middle that one. Great timing.
Well, this is why you need to be so precise as a bowler. Didn't do much wrong, but it's been hammered for 4 anyway.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Nice bowling.
Right over the top of it, nicely smothering the spin there.
Are now 80
4 runs
for 3.
added there. Australia are 84 for 3.
Oh,
Nice solid defensive shot.
Just slowing things down. Nothing to risk on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest.
Yeah. Keepers.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yeah.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, and smashes that one away.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Hold on. Yes. Keeper, keeper.
That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third.
Play.
Just threw the shot too early.
End of the over, 8 off
End
it.
of the over.
Australia are
now
92 for
92
3.
For 3.
Wait.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat.
Waiting.
Brilliant diving stop.
Yeah.
Huge edge.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Wait there.
Over. Australia
The over.
are 94
Australia
for
are
3.
now 94 for 3.
Right on.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Play.
Yes. Nice bowling.
Hold on.
The end of a tidy over.
the over.
Batting doesn't
Australia
seem to be
are now
easy out there at the
94
moment.
for 3.
Good pressure building.
Wait. Yep.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Oh, no.
Oh, didn't get the
Nice
feet
bowling.
moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight,
Australia
and made it hard to
now
score
98
runs.
For 3.
Yeah.
There'll be one run here for them.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Sharma, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yes, nice bowling.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
Nice. Waiting.
5 runs added in that over. Australia are 103 for 3.
For 3.
Yes, nice bowling.
That was a good slow ball. Picked up well though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
Wait. Hold on. Wait on. Wait.
That's out. Caught.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the marquee end.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Yeah. Keeper's in.
Misses everything.
Nice.
Just need to settle down. The ball is there to hit. They're trying too hard, I think, to really smash it, rather than just time it.
Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
That's the over. Australia are 106 for 4.
Yep.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Green ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Just threw the shot too early. Negated the spin well then, got nicely on top of the bounce.
Oh, nice.
The bat was very late coming down on that.
Wait. Yes.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
5 runs in that over. Australia are 111 for 4.
Yep. Keeper's in.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Solid defence, very compact.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. End of the over. Australia are 112 for 4.
112 for 4.
Finds the edge. A massive appeal. Certainly looks close. Maybe a bit of bat.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yeah.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Smith has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Wait there.
Just threw the shot too early.
Finds the fielder with that shot. 4 runs added in the over. Australia are 116 for 4.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Got right in behind it.
Wait.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Nice solid defensive shot.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
The end of a very precise over of bowling. No runs coming from it. Patel, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the grandstand end.
Yep.
Strays onto leg and glanced it sweetly. Might just get to the boundary rope.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Wait there. Waiting.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Yep.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Wait.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Bit of shape on the way through. Smith happy just to watch it go by. Just threw the shot too early. Manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single. A little late on that. No run scored.
Yes.
Bowler's end.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
End of the over. 2 runs added. Australia are 123 for 4. That's lunch. India will end that session happy with the 4 wickets they've collected. They've managed to get themselves on top here and looking to set up this match now. The batters will hope they can really grind out some runs when play resumes. Until then, I'm off for a quick break. See you soon. Patel from the grandstand end.
Wait.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Keepers.
A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more. A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
There'll be one run here for them.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Waiting.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Edged it. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. And caught. That's just superb.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. None from it. It's not easy to bat on this pitch by the looks of it, so they'll have to keep their heads. Thick edge.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Now that was a solid half century. Nothing fussy about it, nicely crafted and risk-free. I want to move things along now, though.
Waiting. Yep.
Puts in a slightly shorter ball, and it seems so early. Got onto the back foot so quickly and just pushes it away behind square.
Wait.
Patel has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket.
31 for 5.
Wait. Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yeah.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Wait.
Four runs added there.
End of the over.
Australia, 135 for 5.
For 5.
Yes.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Waiting. Yep.
Solid defence, very compact.
Ah, negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce. I'm not sure what happened with that delivery. Maybe trying the slower ball, but just got it all wrong.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
That was a pretty wild delivery. Lost all control.
Wait.
That's the over. Australia, 139 for 5.
139 for 5.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Keeper.
Decisive running might have gotten them too. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yes, nice bowling.
Just slowing things down. Nothing too risky on that delivery. Just keeping the bowler honest.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. End of the over. Australia, 140 for 5.
Yeah. Yes.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Oh no. Nice bowling.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Wait.
got right in behind it. Good bowling, kept it nice and tight, and made it hard to score runs.
For 5.
Yep. Keeper, keeper.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early, got onto the back foot quickly, just pushed it away behind square.
Yes.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
All the signs that they're reading the ball well, guided it away off the back foot to the boundary rope.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
Misses everything.
Yes, nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
End of the over. 5 off
End of
it.
the over.
Australia are 150 for 5.
For 5.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the grandstand end.
Wait there.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Waiting.
Brilliant diving stop.
Just threw the shot too early.
Nice solid defensive shot.
Just slowing things down. Nothing to risk on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Yep.
Big edge.
Keeper's end.
Good return back from the deep. The third was there, they would have made it easily. They've instead opted to play it safe. Maybe a little too safe.
Yep.
Keeper's end.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keep pressure on the bowlers.
3 runs added in that over. Australia are 153 for 5.
Yes, nice
Right
bowling.
over the top of it, nicely smothering the spin there.
Nice bowling.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Waiting. Yep.
End of the over, 3 off it. Australia are 156 for 5.
Wait.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Yes, nice bowling. Yep.
Really good shot there.
One of those ones where you really have to make sure you watch it all the way onto the bat. Picked up the slower one nicely.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Waiting.
4 runs added in the over. Australia are 160 for 5.
Oh, nice bowling.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Wait.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
Wait.
They've managed to follow up a slow start with some good scoring in these last few overs.
160 for 5.
Waiting. Yeah.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Wait.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Oh yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Yep.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Opened to face the bat to find the gap, deliberately so, and managed 4 runs.
65 for 5.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Nice bowling. Yep.
Oh my, that's racing away.
In the end, a very simple shot. Lets the ball come onto the bat and cuts it away for 4.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Quick onto that in the infield.
Wait.
Over. Australia
End of the over.
are 169
Australia are
for
now
5.
169 for 5.
Gone right through the defences.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Cummins comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Heading out to the field.
Bowler is confident on this one. The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it to the third umpire.
Impacting outside the line. Easy decision that for the third umpire. Going on to miss everything, and a valuable review is lost.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand.
Right there. Wait there.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Wait.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Waiting.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Good, patient batting in that over. Nothing there to chance their arm on. None from it.
Nice bowling.
Negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yep. Wait. Yeah.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Right there.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
Waiting. Yep.
Misjudged that throw, and the batters survive what would have been a certain run out.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot,
Yes, nice
the reward will eventually come.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Finds the fielder with that shot. That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score.
6 for 6.
That's a wild
Nice
one.
bowling.
Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Nice.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Oh, that's a great ball.
Bowling.
Straight past the edge of the bat. Good bowling. Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
Yep.
Pierced the gap and gets their first runs.
Doesn't beat the infield.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
That's the end of the over. 1 run coming from it. Australia are 177 for 6.
Right there. Yep. Wait there. Wait. Wait there. Waiting.
End of the over. Australia are 178 for 6.
178 for 6.
Nice bowling. Yep.
A couple on offer here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Caught, gone.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building. Misses everything.
Nice.
Just slowing things down, nothing too risky on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest.
Right there. Right. Waiting.
Just threw the shot too early.
Right there. Right.
End of the over. None from it. It's not easy to bat on this pitch by the looks of it, so they'll have to keep their heads. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the marquee end.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap. Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. Just threw the shot too early. Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whiz past the batsman. The umpire says that's the first of two. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
End of the over. Beautiful bowling that just starts to build pressure on the batters.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Yep.
Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Lyon won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end. Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters.
185 for 8.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
A little bit of wobble on that ball and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
185 for 8.
Been some great bowling in this innings so far. Just need one more to really top it off.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yes, well taken in the slips.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Wait.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Yes.
There'll be one run here for them.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
End of a really good over, taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate.
186 for 9.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over.
Wait. Wait.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Got right in behind it, giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it.
For 9.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. Ducked under the short ball really well. Just threw the shot too early.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Wait.
Good, patient batting in that over. Nothing there to chance their arm on. None from it.
Wait.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the grandstand end.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Edged it. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. There's a challenge. Not sure what good it'll do. Looks unlikely it'll be overturned.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble.
Clear edge, and the replay confirms it. Third umpire didn't need much time for that decision. Hello everyone, this morning we're coming to you from the Sydney Cricket Ground. You join us for this test match between Australia and India. I'm Mike Atherton, and joining me for what should be an exciting contest is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the dashing David Gower.
Well, thanks, Athers, for such a glowing introduction. So I've been taking a look at the conditions to see what the captains might decide at the toss. And the pitch just looks beautiful. Really well set up. It's a marginal call either way, but I'd be throwing the ball to my bowlers. Gorgeous clear weather and no threat of any rain.
Brilliant work there from David Gower. Captains are ready for the toss. Let's join them in the middle.
They'll be looking to extract a little bit extra out of this pitch, bowling at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Welcome to this match between India and Australia. The opening batsmen are making their way out onto the ground.
Here we go. First ball of the match, nothing better than getting a game started and hearing the sound of leather on willow.
Elbow.
Nice solid defensive shot. Solid defence, very compact. Got right in behind it. End of the over. India are none for none.
None for none.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Starr, the left-arm fast bowler, is coming on to bowl from the Randwick end.
Yep.
There'll be one run here for them.
India, get underway, easy as you like, with a single. And with that, they're off the mark.
Yep.
Bob out.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yup.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building. Hazelwood from the Paddington end.
Yup.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single. Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.